Hi, and welcome to Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast with Julianne Guthrie-Smulson. Tonight I have psychic Chris Garcia from the Garcia Effect with me. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. How are you doing today?
Oh, I've been better.
The Garcia.
I got a joke. So, what do wicked witch gangsters? What's their hand sign? You know how gangsters throw their sign?
I don't know.
You don't know? You gotta
What
look
is
at
it?
me.
Tell me.
It looks like this. Wicked witch.
Oh my God. You're just so bad. You just.
Oh boy. So, well, there's that.
You're just so.
Why?
Yeah.
So, I got some questions here. So, you get like a lot of, I don't know if they're dream visions. You do a lot of dreaming, and I think you get some like waking visions too, maybe. And you tend to post those sometimes on your Facebook page.
Energy, the podcast with Julianne. Yes, I do. And I do. I just because I mean that's what I love to do. And it's funny that you mentioned that because I do get the validations on that. So it's kind of like, I guess I'm just, people tell me, well, this is what's going on. This is what I'm going through. And yes, a lot of that stuff is validated. So when they find out, it's just weird. You can't even begin to understand that when you get these visions. I mean, I take them lightly. And as a matter of fact, if you remember right, Julie, I had this one vision I had about, I say back in probably July, maybe, where I had visions of this vehicle, which it looked like our truck, my mom's truck, and then I saw like like the bridge, and I saw a lot of tents underneath the bridge, and I saw a lot of people, but in the dream it was like dark. And the street and the truck was in the middle of the road. And I'm thinking, why is this truck in the middle of the road? Nobody was in it. And on the other side, there was people coming back and forth, but they really didn't, they stayed under the bridge. So I went up to the vehicle. It was on the intersection of like, you get off the exit, but the exit was going that way. So it was like I guess the vehicle was against traffic. And I looked at the vehicle and I'm thinking, that looks like our vehicle, my mom's vehicle. And I'm just like looking at it, right? And I approach it from further away because the lights were on. The lights were on. Hi, Mom. Hi, Beth. And so the thing is that I approached the vehicle. I got in it. It was like, because from far away, you can't see. It's like tinted in the dream. So I approach it and I look at the steering wheel. Everything's in place. Julie, there was no indication of any break-in. So I thought, why is the vehicle to where in the middle of the road where anybody else got in it, but I didn't. I drove it around. And I remember I was looking for someone. I don't know if I was looking for my mom or looking for someone, somebody in the family. But I drove it, and as I was driving in that dream, I don't remember all of it, but I remember just driving, and I just kept looking at the people, all the people under the bridge, and I'm like, these people, I know this is not homeless. These are people that are living here. And it looked like, I want to say it seemed like Texas, but I wasn't really too sure if it was or if it was in a different state. And then I remember just driving And then I found that person at the end of in the dream. I found someone at the end of the dream. I picked them up and then I went home. But when I woke up the next day, I thought something's coming. I don't know what it means, why. And I said, okay. So months later, if you were listening on the news, there's people under the Rio Bridge, exactly to the T of what I saw in the dream, and I thought something's not right about it. I know that there's more to the meaning besides me being in the vehicle. I guess it was just for me to perceive and see what kind of feeling I felt in the dream. But knowing that it's reality, I know there's more to that premonition. I don't know what it is. And by the way, I wanted to give a dedication to my grandpa, which is his birthday tomorrow. Rest in peace. This is a dedication to his show, to his birthday. And just want to say I love you up in heaven. And I know he's watching over us and protecting the family. So just happy birthday. And it's just a special meaning tonight, too. And I know that Jolie said that I looked kind of like I wasn't happy. But I think I'm thinking a lot about things right now. So my mind is kind of, we're doing the show, but I'm just feeling all this different feelings. This has nothing to do with the show. It's more of just putting myself to the side of whatever's trying to distract me or whatever, and just be focused on the show. So
your grandpa came in and he was smiling. He's very proud and he's happy.
Yeah.
So just know that he's watching you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, we already did the Wicked Witch gangsta sign. So so when did you start?
By the way, I'm supporting your shirt.
Thank you for representing. Appreciate it. Next time you got to wear one of yours, the Garcia effect. Right?
I know. You know what? Somebody told me about that I should make a shirt with the Garcia effect. I don't know if I'm going to put the number on it, but I know I have the readings by Chris. Everybody that got, like Beth has got it. Some other people have got it. But now that, I have and by the way, if y'all don't know, you can ask Julie. I got my own StreamYard. I'm looking forward to having guests on that StreamYard. For Beth, in case you didn't know, I have my own StreamYard if you haven't watched the past shows that I've done. But yeah, I got ideas, so I'm not even going into detail, but yeah. But other than that, I know you were talking to me. I just wanted to let you know that I was representing your network. And then I was going to say, what was the question that you wanted to ask me?
Well, I want to say congratulations on the Garcia effect in your StreamYard stream. That kudos to you. I wanted to know, when you actually started giving readings, publicly.
Mm-hmm. When I started doing the readings publicly, I remember doing when I was in school, but I would do them during lunchtime. But no one knew that. I would just read them. But at the time, I wasn't using cards. I was just feeling the vibration of people. Hi, Donna. And the thing is, when I think I really started using my gift out in public, besides being on podcasts, I want to say it's been maybe last year or the year before. I started helping people where I started going to their house and just giving them guidance. But due to this pandemic, now everything has to be by the phone or by video. But to be honest with you, I've done readings all my life that I can remember just reading people very young. But if you want to say more out in the public,
yeah,
I think it was more of either last year or the year before. when I started saying, you know what, I'm not just going to do this on social media and not Facebook. I was actually doing it, going to people's houses and doing walkthroughs of locations and stuff like that. So I started doing that either last year or the year before when I had gone to my ex friend, which I don't talk to her anymore. I went to their house. It was beautiful. And I told them, I said, whatever you do, don't tell me anything. So I started walking the premises, and my mom took me. And I just started feeling everything. And everything I found out, they were experiencing even even going into the house. And then I've been doing that ever since. I've been reaching out more to the public, to the ones that know me. And besides social media, I've been just helping people that, whenever they meet me and they can meet me just for that 1 second, I can do a real quick reading because I know we got errands to do. But due to, the social distancing, I tell them if I'm going to be doing anything, I have to make it to where you got to sit your part. And I remember helping another friend when I went to her house. The last reading I did was at her house, and we kept our distance. And I was helping her and her daughter when they're in the west side of town. And a lot of the stuff makes sense. A lot of the stuff I predicted. But ever since everything that's going on, it's changed kind of in a way to where everything's different. I know that there's people that they're like, well, we want to meet you, but they're gonna have that respect um, to know that I can't be doing those type of readings face to face unless you're gonna do wearing your mask and do the social distancing. So I just tell people, I said, if you really want the reading, either I can go to you or you can come to where I live, and then I can find a place where I can read you, and we can do it that way. But no one has already done that, so I usually do more readings on the phone. When it comes to long distance, like for example for you and others that I do from out of town and stuff. But as far as readings here locally, I haven't really found that many people wanting to come because it's a long drive and we do live far away. So I tell them, I said, if you want to come, you know my number, you know how to reach me. And but other than that, it's been really interesting, But I still pick up things off of people when people come over. But
right. So did you have any, like, I'd call it spiritual stage fright, like getting out there to do those readings?
Honestly, no, not really. I didn't really get anything with stage fright because now that I think about it, I did go to this move on place where we met twice, and I told them like where I went, and I actually spoke about my abduction, and I read a few people there, behind the scene, and I told them this is what I'm seeing. So I gave like a little bit of example readings, and then people were like, "Can I have your card?" And then after that, to be honest with you, that was actually my first introduction with people that that I had a microphone with me because it was about me that night and telling them like what happened to me, how old I was with the abduction. And to be honest with you, I was kind of nervous, but then once I kind of relaxed and pretend like I was just like I'm doing now, I started doing more visualizing that they're just people, not to be so nervous. And to be honest with you, Julie, it did feel good. When I helped people, we actually did eat there too at the same time while they were speaking to me. The other people were eating, and that I kind of feel like it's changed me in a way to where my vocabulary has increased a lot since then. And I feel like with all these shows that I'm doing, I know that I will be doing more of like a move on kind of thing. It's just a matter of time before the word of mouth that people might ask me to go to conventions or the paracons and stuff like that. And speaking of that, I actually have 4 cases, like I told you before the show. There's this one that I know Beth, I just talked to her about it. I can say that that's the most, I don't want to say severe. I don't know if that's the proper word to use right now because I haven't been there. But like when you were asking me before the show, I've already had a premonition of what I'm expecting before I even went there. I've already done like a remote view between astral projecting and remote viewing at the same time because my gifts just combine together. So I'm just doing everything all at once. And to tell you the truth, Julie, I haven't been into that house physically, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's waiting for me to come. It's just saying, I dare you. I dare you to come. That kind of feeling. So it's kind of like from a distance, it's provoking me. And there's other 4 cases that I'm working on right now. So since before the StreamYard, before I did my own StreamYard, before I did my own StreamYard, I've noticed that since it's kind of increasing since I want to say since August, it's been like people are just saying, Chris, we want you there. And the thing is, first of all, I don't have a team, and people have told me don't go alone, have somebody with you. So God will that, of course my mom can go with me, but depending on how the activities are, I might want my own mom to be outside, but not to go in with me. So okay, that was weird. Due to like what's going on, um, it's so weird. My phone's acting up. Anyways, but like I said, it's just so strange that I have a friend that reached out to me, and I told her, I said, I want you to get better, and she said, if everything goes well, she was, I'll go help you with, we'll go with you as a family. So I can tell you from what I feel, it's gonna be very interesting. I would say it's gonna be very interesting for me from this month all the way to December.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I feel like there's gonna be a lot of cases where people are gonna want just me. But since I don't have a team, I know I will have the support, and they'll do the things that I don't deal with. Maybe I'll just do the walkthrough of the area and see what before they do the stuff that they gotta do. So I'm probably gonna be having assistants with me, and I can tell you right now, from what I feel before we even go there, it's not gonna be that easy. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's gonna be a big test on faith, a big test on faith.
You need like a sketch artist with you. You're like the next Amy Allen.
Well,
the dead.
you know
I'm
what?
talking about the dead files. If you don't know what
To the point. Well, well, that's one of my supporters. Hi, Todd. But I can tell you right now, and it's funny that you just mentioned that. Oh my God. I know Beth is listening. I really can't say too much because Beth, I want you to listen to this. I don't know who else is watching it. Beth, you remember that I got this one item from somebody that I love and I care about, and she's been on TV shows. I talked to Becky and I asked her a question. I said, is it possible that whatever she was going through, she was wearing this outfit, whatever she was doing, if it was like malevolent cases, then that's more likely what I'm going to be doing. And I had talked to other people and they said that could be very much possible that whatever she was going through, I'm getting a taste of what it feels like to be in her position. And knowing that I have 4 cases,
wow,
I know it's not going to stop there.
That's awesome.
And it's funny that you said the dead file. So knowing that you said the dead files, you know what, Julie? I gotta speak to you about that. There's something that I don't know if you know, but the fact that you mentioned her, just put it this way. It's gonna be like almost like, I'm not saying like dead files, but it's gonna be like almost to see what it feels like to be Amy for just these cases that I feel. Any cases that come where they're like, well, you need to do, you need to get rid of this. It's gonna be kind of like that kind of thing where we're gonna see what it feels like to be in her position. And when I say we, it's because I know in my heart, in God's will, that I know I'm gonna have my soul family, which I'm not gonna say who they are. But I know I'm gonna have support, and I know that we're gonna get rid of this thing and any other cases that we can do and take care of at that specific time. So I'm in for it. I'm in for big. So yeah. I'm actually anxious, to be honest with you. I'm very anxious. I don't know why. So I have my work cut out for me.
It sounds like it. Okay, on a lighter note, is there a proper way to shuffle tarot cards?
That's funny you said. Well, I have like different cards. This is a different. See, this is called the Watcher Angel Tarot. You can do it like.
There's not a right way. There's not a wrong way.
Yeah. No, there isn't. But you know what I've noticed is that sometimes, you know how like before when you've known me for a long time, and so has Beth and other people. Before I would always like ask y'all for a number, which I still do, but it's very rare now. It's more of like I get the number and it's like whatever situation you're going through. So it's like I do that, but now I've noticed that I've done some weird, creepy readings where I do the person's name. Like I'll give you an example. I'm just gonna do one on you real quick. Okay, 3 cards. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's J U L I E. Julie. Okay. First card. Second card. Third card. Okay, so this is what I was told. Generosity. The first card, and this is the Six of Pentacles. So what I was told to tell you is the Six of Pentacles is telling me that there's going to be someone that's going to help you with the situation. I'm not going to say too much because you asked me earlier, but someone's going to help you in generosity and guiding you of what decisions you might make. I feel like it's going to be someone that's going to be kind of like someone that's going to help you to decide how far you're going to take this and how far you're going with it. Okay. And then the Two of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to have angels that are going to guide you through this challenge. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. And then it's inception means is that it's got the Two of Wands. So there might be some kind of people that are going to probably try to, and it's weird. I don't know why, but I kind of got the word destroy and kind of like trying to throw you off course in your path, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's just one way that I can do the cards by people's first name.
I already dealt with some BS. But okay. Anyways, thank you for that reading.
There you go. So, but you know what's crazy? But you know what's crazy that you're saying that, because there is no wrong way or correct way to do the reading, but it's whatever. I guess the intent that you put on the card. It can be like tarot, like these. It can be
oracle cards.
An oracle. It can be
medicine.
It can be like the medicine, which I've done those, which nobody has really seen those, but these are the same, but these are a little different. So these are, I'll give you an example. This is what the medicine cards look like. Okay. and then it's got the animal, like the medicine. So let's
Mm-hmm.
see. I'm gonna see what Beth has got. So see what Beth has got. So I'm gonna use Beth as an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. B E T H. Okay, Beth. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Now this is kind of interesting. I like this. Okay, for Beth,
There's
you got the owl. The owl is for deception. People are trying to deceive you and trying to like. So basically, what I'm being told that is like they don't want you around. So what I'm being told is that people are gonna. Okay, that's just weird. They're gonna pretend like they're gonna be your friend, and I want to say these people are closer than what you think. Okay, that's what I got. And number 2, spirit does not lie.
Hmm.
Okay, spirit is always never gonna lie. And then with what I'm being told is that if you're not careful, you're gonna love this one. Is that if people keep messing with Beth, they're gonna take out the bear, which meaning you don't want to go there.
Oh, snap,
So
girl.
I would say, so yeah, you don't want to mess with that bear because that bear can be nice, but then that bear can be yeah. But that's just an example. So these are the medicine cards. These are my new ones that I've been doing for quite some time, and a lot of people they're like those cards are like they resonate with me. So what I want to talk about the cards is that with the medicine, there is 3 primary totems that stay with you. There's 3 totems that stay with you. But depending on what is going on, it's kind of like depending on what kind of journey you go to, there is some other like ones that come in front of your 3 totems. And if for some reason for Beth, I don't know why because we've never really talked in a while, but we talked before the show. But I'm being told that the owl is one of your totems, and the owl is very one that seeks out deception and the one that speaks the truth. And it's kind of between astral projecting. It has a lot to do with different types of stuff. Is what I'm being told. The owls have to do with psychic, clairvoyant. Um, so the owl is one of your main guides, and even if you don't uh, connect with the owl is always going to be there to tell you a warning of some sort. So, so, so just know that that's what it is. So, and as a matter of fact, the owl is one of my totems too. So that's why I connect with people in that way. So, but those are just some examples, like you said, Julie. There is no way, a wrong way to do cards. I feel like with you, sometimes when you need to know something, don't second guess yourself when you shuffle because some people tend to like say, no, these cards are not right. No, the cards know what they need to be. It's kind of like, how can I put it? Like these cards, the tarot, the medicine, they have like a door. See how it's got a circle, a square? That's the doorway to these cards. Okay? And I'll give you a better example. These are the oracle cards. See, it's got that square. That's a door.
Oh,
So
look at
once you
mine.
ask questions, you open the door to all these. And is that the back of your cards?
Yeah.
Hi, hi, Joanne.
The
So just
crystal.
remember that no matter what, yeah, and just remember that no matter what card you have, there's always going to do it. And these are the ones that I call like Beth has never got a reading, but she did get a reading from these. See, these don't have a like a square, but you know the door's there.
Right.
And these I've done with creep readings, and these are just as accurate just as any other ones. I think sometimes these kind of scare me between all of them, but know that that each card has a different cards have different energy, different vibrations. Now with the oracle cards, they're more of angelic readings that you get, but you can also get warnings. And with the tarot, what I've told people with tarot is that you get a little bit of positive and the negative and the so forth, etc., etc. So in other words, you just throw everything in your face, like yeah, there's an enemy, there's gonna be a change, doors closing. So it tells you a little bit of everything. So the tarot is like a whole. Okay, that's weird. They're telling me that the tarot is like a toolbox. You open that toolbox, you get the scrunch, you get the screwdriver, whatever you do. It's a whole significant that it's everything that you need to know. So it's basically a whole tool. So just remember that that the tarot has a tendency to do that. So yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I was going to ask another question, but it went. Oh, I was going to ask you earlier about like remote viewing. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that, like, or aren't aware that the CIA actually used remote viewing, and they probably still do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and honestly, that you say that, I do feel like they still do. I'm being told they do, but the thing is that they don't want the public to know. So basically, what I'm being told, not only do they have people that astral project or astral travel, but the CIA do have psychics. But are they going to
Right.
tell the
Oh
public
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. No.
No,
So
because they don't. Because they want you to think. Because they want you to think that there is no such thing. That they don't use
right.
that type of. But they do use psychics.
Right. 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 So do you astral project while you're awake or in a meditative state?
Uh, honestly, I feel like I do both. I feel like I do it when I'm asleep, and I do it when I'm awake when I'm not even feeling like I'm doing it. So that's weird that you kind of asked me that because there's times where I could be just doing yard work, and I try to keep myself as close as I possible because I can never shut myself out. People have said you need to just close yourself out, but with me, I'm like an open, revolving
Yeah.
door. So
Right.
even if
Right.
I'm doing yard work, I always get spirit like in the corner. I'll see a native Indian come to me, and I'm just like
What's up?
busy. But then sometimes I know that when they come to me, it's kind of like I know that they need their help, so I can't ignore that. So what I'll do is I'll tell them, hold on, I'll get to you in a second. But most of the time, I've had like where I'll get distractions where I'll do something and then I'll see something in the corner of my eye, and then when I look, it's gone. And then they'll come to me, I guess, because they know I'm busy, so they're like, you know what, he's bothering, he's doing something. So that's what I'm being told. Is just that they come in different ways. So when you say
So,
about astral or remote viewing, it's I do it like a little bit of both, Julie. I do it where I do more of awake and I can be asleep when I do remote viewing. So I can do a little bit of both if you really want to know.
while you're awake. While you're awake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
guess there's. I mean,
I
I
just don't
think
catch myself. It's like a trance kind of.
they're. They're so similar, aren't they? Aren't they very similar? Or are they
Mm-hmm.
the same? Are they the same thing? You know.
Honestly, I wouldn't say like they're similar, but the only difference between astral projecting, you can go where you want, and by location is where you're chosen to go by a higher source to where you're going to go, where they tell you to go.
You know, I've done.
Does that make sense?
I feel like I have like astro traveled where, let's say I went to go visit someone, and it wasn't remote viewing. I projected my energy there, and in remote viewing, my experience has been through doing distance Reiki, where I'm not even like, you know, attempting to do it. It just happens. I'm connected. I can see them, but I'm not there with them. Is that how you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I see it like it just comes in a different way. So, but sometimes where you can tell when you're remote viewing and when you're actually like physically there, because a remote viewing is almost like a recorder. It just keeps. It's almost like you're projecting it. But when you're there, you can separate the remote viewing from actually visiting someone. So, yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I, some people don't feel that you can astral project when you're awake. You know, anything's possible, right?
Well, I guess it's because they're not paying attention. Yeah, I guess it's some people um don't see that they do it. I feel like it's more of a subconscious kind of thing. It's more on the subconscious level. It's just knowing your your abilities, and the more that I feel like whatever God puts on your plate is what you can do. Because I do feel like everybody's got some kind of gift, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it varies on different things that people can do.
Right. Right.
So
Absolutely.
you just never know.
Right. Um, so we have somebody asking a question here. I know we've got other people. Someone
Okay, what
actually,
do we have?
Hearts Love Joe. Here, I'll just stick it up here. Maybe you can't see it.
No, I couldn't see it. I don't know.
Can you see it on the screen there? Does Jackson want to express his
Okay, does
feelings toward
Jackson
me?
want? Yes, I can. Honestly, I feel like he does, but I think it's more of I want to say like self confidence is what I'm seeing, and I feel like he's just a. I'm being told like the shy type to where he doesn't let people know like what he truly feels. He tries to hide it because I feel like he's afraid of rejection because he's been rejected before. So it's kind of like that's the feeling that I'm getting from that. There's more of he tells her in his own way, and I'm being told to pay attention to the body language. The body language is going to tell you how he feels, or if he moves back, or he comes towards you. You're going to be able to tell what his true intentions are, and I do feel like he is. It's just that he's just afraid of rejection. Why is it? Wonder why he's avoiding me? I guess because I feel like he's taking. He thinks like I feel like he feels like he's got to slow his pace down, so he's taking things. I want to say like very slow. Is what I'm being told. I wouldn't say push it. Just let it come to you natural. I want to say he will contact you. Hold on. I want to see if I can get a date or a month. I mean, for some reason, okay, I don't know why I kept seeing November, but I did see a little bit of October, but I got November for some reason. So there must be something that he's going to be really busy. So I would say just don't be too, I would say just don't be too pushy because and then you will push him away if you're persistent and you just keep like bugging him. Because I feel like he has had bad days at work where he just doesn't want to hear it. It's kind of just take your time, just approach him lightly and soft, and he will have more respect because he does need that space. It's what I'm being told. He doesn't want to run things too fast.
Okay, let's move on to Donna.
Okay.
Hopefully it all works out. Heart's love, Joe. Okay, we're moving on.
Okay, so for Donna, I was told to use because I know Todd, I was going to speak on Todd, but I'll get back to him in a second. I removed the Todd cards away because I had the tarot for some reason for him. I was told that the spiritual animals are going to guide you to the animal kingdom. They're going to be trying to send you messages. So I'm being told to pay attention, and there's going to be peace and harmony, and they're going to surround you with light and positive energy. And then what you need to do is that they're going to help you to speak the truth, and they're going to help you to speak with integrity. So kind of like to speak of how you feel, because I feel like you hold back. Is what I'm seeing, and I feel like you shouldn't do that anymore. I feel like you just bite your tongue, and I feel like you just don't. I guess you just be careful with what you say. So that's what I'm being told. Okay.
You're gone.
Okay, my wife was told that she will be getting again a lot of money this September. She hasn't told where the money will come from or when in September. Okay. That's going to be very hard to tell because we're almost at the end of September. For some reason, I heard October is what I got. I mean, it would be very close because I don't know how many days it is. It's got 30 days, so you still have time to get it. So I'm going to say it's either, hold on. Okay, they're telling me the 30th to the 1st, so it might be like at the end of September. It's going to be very close.
So were you going to do a reading for Todd? We wish you well with all that money coming.
I know, I didn't want to. Yeah, I know, especially with this pandemic, it's hard to get money. That's why you cherish your jobs. The Temperance, the Temperance card came out. I'm getting tongue-tied. I hate when that happens. The Temperance card came out, which is meaning that there was people, Todd, and this is for you, Leanne, if you're watching, which I'm pretty sure Leanne is with you. I feel like somebody was kind of like not wanting you at a certain location, which you know where that goes. I would say it's a male, and I keep getting like kind of. I see he seems kind of tall to me. I don't know why, but I keep seeing like 5'11", but I kept seeing like something with 6'1". I don't know what 6'1's about. Maybe it's the height, but he seems like either 5'11" or 6'1". Okay, and I mean, told that they did not want you there, and it's kind of like with everything being told, I got the Hangman card, which meaning is okay. That was weird. I feel like it was okay. Why did I just hear that? It was like a setup. Like they didn't want you there. because they wanted to be controlled into the situation. And they said, okay, this is our building. You might be volunteers, but you ain't taking over this. So it's kind of like, I feel like they were trying to get you into like a part where you just didn't want you to do anything, because I'm seeing like tied up and like they binded you. Like they said, we don't want them here. Because I felt like they felt like y'all were trying to take over, but I know that y'all didn't do that. Y'all were basically there helping people. But now I'm being told that to this day, people are still asking about you and Leanne and other people. But I feel like there is a lot of, I want to say like envy. Is what I get. And I do feel like I remember, Leanne, if you're there, what I know you'll end up back there. I don't know why I kept seeing that. I kept seeing December. But I do feel that they might even ask you for Halloween. There might be some kind of invite that they're going to want you there. I don't know if that makes any sense, Todd, but if it doesn't, we can talk more private, because I know that some readings I don't like get into detail because people could be watching.
Joanne wants to know
Wow,
if
I'm happy
she is
join.
ready for love.
Honestly, I'm being told she is. But then she's been kind of out of the love thing. I'm being told that Cupid's going to help you to help you with that next chapter, so you won't be um alone. Oh, and thanks, Todd. Makes some sense. And I was going to ask you, Todd, in case if Leanne's not there, tell her I said hello. And I keep on, should I keep working and push forward and stay on the same path, or should I switch gears with my work? I can pronounce your name.
Kim. Kim O'Shea.
I want to say, it seems like more of, I want to say I'm being told you need to switch it up. And I keep seeing like a metaphysical store, and then I heard the word witch. I don't know why I heard the word witch. But I kept seeing like more pagan and Wiccan beliefs. And then I saw like a metaphysical shop, more of like the healing kind of thing. That was short. Ha ha ha.
That was somebody's comment, not to this lady. Oh, gee whiz. Okay.
You know what? I was thinking, if you want to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me, you and Leanne and Beth, we do need to talk. So, yeah, we'll talk more about that off the air, though.
Kim said, I have been looking at a few things.
I've been looking.
Mm-hmm. She's been looking.
Interesting. Okay, does a few things have to do with arrowhead? Because I keep seeing arrowheads with you.
Kim.
So you've been looking at a few things. I keep seeing arrowheads. I'm thinking more of like
shamanic
arrowheads,
work.
but I want to say like they're buried. Honestly, yeah, that's something like what I was saying. But I kept seeing them like more by a lot of I don't know where you live, but I keep hearing the word willow. Something about willow. Is there like willow trees or something about? I don't know. I don't know what that means, but there's some willow. I'm being told there's willow or something about willow trees.
More of a triangle.
or something about. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey,
Well, but I'm being told with the arrowhead, there's something with you and
I got a question. You got your pendulum there? Do you have your pendulum?
not at
You
the
asked.
moment. But I
Oh,
can be my own pen. Go ahead.
okay.
I can be my own pendulum if you want. I,
Last time
this
you were
is a lot of
here,
people don't know that I can be my own.
huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Curious.
Ask the question.
Am I crazy? You remember this question last time? Did you freeze up?
Okay. No, it's you got to look at my body. My body's either going like this or like this. A lot of people didn't know that I can do that, but I've done it a few times. But hold on. Okay, so we'll need a protection. Okay, what I'm being told, even though I'm moving my head, I'm being told yes, but not crazy as in psychotic. I'm being told crazy as in like crazy making decisions and crazy with what should I do? I don't know if that makes sense. And it's crazy because I can stand up and I can make myself with a
You,
pendulum like I'll do it like this,
it's
Liv.
kind of like
I'll
doing.
stand up.
It's
I'm
like
actually gonna stand up.
it's
Yeah.
like doing dowsing
Okay,
rods,
look.
right?
If my body goes like this, yeah, yes. Okay, look, watch. Okay, ask another question. Ask another question. Okay, so go ahead.
Am I
Just
getting
ask
married?
another question, and
Am
then
I
I'll sit down.
getting married next year? What does that mean? It means no.
Did you see what my body just did?
It was
Did you
like
just see what my body just did?
like oh
It was,
yes.
it,
What's the answer?
and you
No.
caught that on video. A lot of
Yes.
people didn't know I can do that. I've only done it one. Not even Beth knew that. Not Becky. Nobody. One time I did that, and somebody was asking a question, and you should have seen the faces I got. They're like, but they were like, "Oh my god!" But they didn't say like that. But they said some other stuff, and I was like, "I didn't know that you can do that." And I'm like, yeah, you can," because I'm in tune. But I always protect myself with protection around myself. So it's kind of like because when you do that, that is um you got to be very careful because you can use your body as a dowsing rods and you can just go like that. Was see, I noticed that when I was closing my eyes, I felt like I was going like in a circle, and
Okay,
then I was
what
like,
does that
and then
mean?
I heard it was like a circle. Okay, hold on, hold on for a second, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question before I answer that. Did I go like this? Because I had my eyes closed, or did I go like this?
Oh my gosh. I don't have the replay on
Did
that.
I go like this, or did I go?
It seemed like he went this way. So you would have been going counterclockwise, I
I mean,
think.
okay, that means yes.
I don't even have a
Yeah.
boyfriend. I don't even have a boyfriend. So,
Well, I'm being told that with see,
I'm
you
not
probably
even
won't have
dating.
one until I want to say probably by not till maybe like the middle of the year. What it's funny that my body was doing that. I'm actually freaking myself out, but I want to say
I'm gonna try that because my pendulum skills suck.
I want to say like March or April.
Hey, you told me I was getting married into
You
like
know what?
getting a proposal later this year. I'm not even dating.
Well, if somebody comes to you, it'll happen. But then remember, the things can change. The things can
Oh,
change.
I
So
know, but I'm like divorced for 5 years, and it's like, oh hell no.
yeah,
Okay.
with a pendulum, you can do that. But I'm gonna tell you what. But if you do that, Julie, I'm being told with that, I would say to do this, you really gotta just protect yourself,
Yeah.
and keep yourself grounded
Right.
because that's very careful because that's like a yes, no. Usually, one time I actually caught myself, my body going like this, and I was like, still. And somebody asked me a question, and it said, "Do you really want to know that answer? I can give it to you either. I can say it, or I can show you." And they were just like, that was only one time I did that. And I think, honestly, I think I scared the hell out of people. They're like, "Don't do that
So,
again."
so when you actually use your pendulum, do is that how you've set it to where it's a circular yes and a back and forth no? Is that how you set
Honestly,
your
when I use
pendulum?
pendulum, I usually more. I well, when I asked it, "What is for yes?" And it went like this for me.
Uh,
And then what is for no? And it went like this. But
so how
everybody can do it different. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be like this. Some people can go like this. Could be like yes. This could be no. But it just depends on how the first interpretation that you get.
right?
If it's
So
more
how
like counterclockwise, that would be yes. If and then the counterclockwise would be no.
okay, so do you set your
It's weird.
body like
It's
do you set your body like you set like a pendulum?
honestly with what I've done. I've always caught myself when I asked myself and my guys to show me what direction was yes. They went like this, then what was yes. But depending on the energy, what you were asking, I think I did move a little bit like this, but then I moved a little like that. So I probably have to go back and even look at what I did because
Mm.
the thing with me, I make everything so interesting because they're like, and I bet you they're thinking, did Chris really use himself as a pendulum?
Did that just happen?
And you know what? You can even do it too, even with the see, like when I see, like I'm gonna
Right?
say,
Anything,
okay, I'm gonna ask you,
anything that
right? And this is just with my fingers. Okay, okay, is this what is yes? Okay, stop. What is no? Okay, it's going like that. See,
back and
so
forth.
I've even done it with different things. Don't ask me how I know that. You
Oh,
don't want to know. You really don't want to know how I
what
know.
you up to? No, I've heard that before. I had somebody on about pendulum, and you could basically make a pendulum like, I got a paper clip here, and you just like
Yeah,
anything, your keys, you know.
yeah,
But the
yeah, yeah.
Chris, the
And
human
but see,
pendulum,
but people
you
think
need
that. Oh
you
God,
need
don't even go, Mike.
you
You're
need
gonna
to change
start
your
something with
show.
this. You're
The
gonna start something with
human
that.
pendulum.
Oh my God. Oh, I think Becky and Beth are gonna be like, "What the hell was that?" Ah, oh my goodness. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Oh my goodness.
oh,
You
what a
know
fun
what? You
show.
gotta text me that. You gotta text me that. Oh my goodness. See, but with me, I don't always do the same thing. They're like, you are just unpredictable. Maybe I am. I don't know. Because remember, there's people,
Your
I'm
eyes
not
got real
joking. People
big.
have asked me on different shows. People have asked me on different shows, like, Chris, what do you
Right,
want to
Beth?
talk about? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, what in the world?
Thanks,
And they're
Ty.
like, you just, yeah. And I'm thinking, what is that? Like, so it's weird because people ask me like, what do you want to talk about? And I tell like I've told Beth and other good friends of mine when I do shows, I just go with the flow. I don't really, depending on if you want to talk to one topic, I can stick to that topic. But I go to different things depending on what you're asking me. And then with me, I always like to surprise people because they're like, that is just so crazy.
Okay, have you ever
Now,
done that
for
on another
Beth and
show?
Becky, did you hit? You know what?
Have you
That's
ever
funny
done
you
that
said
on
that.
another
You want?
show?
Do you,
Because I'm going to plug you as the human
you want
pendulum.
another? Well, you know what's funny? No, I've never done that on another show because nobody's
I
ever asked me. But you know what it is? Every host is different. Every host is different. When people have asked me different things, it's kind of like, oh my god. Becky's like, no. She's gonna be like, that's good. But
Okay,
yeah, I mean, you
what
gotta be very
other
careful.
secret things that you do?
Mm,
Like,
you
I
know
don't know.
what? I've
How
never.
many?
I mean, I just go with it. I really can't tell you. There's so many things I've done that I've tried, like with that, like the human pendulum, and then I've done that, and I have some back here,
Dowsing
but I'm not
rods?
taking them out. But yes, I've done it, and I've asked, and this one time ago, and they went like this, and I'm like, oh crap, you know what? I'm putting this thing up, so it's kind of like, whoa, and then it's crazy because you know what? Somebody has asked me if I done a box session. No, it's still
Um,
brand new. I haven't done it,
oh man, you've had that for months.
so
I've seen when you got it. You're like, hey, look
yes,
what I got. I got a new toy. That's amazing. Freaking Becky. That's
but I haven't done it.
You gotta go play with your new toy. Don't they have some abandoned creepy houses there in Texas? The,
Yeah, but I would have to probably protect myself.
yeah, but you're protected all
Oh
the
my
time,
goodness!
you know. Should we wrap this up?
But to be honest with you, it's up to you. And I know
Ooh.
people are going to be messaging me like, really? Did you just do that on the show? Oh my goodness. Did you just do that on the show? I
Yes, I
don't know
had
nothing. I
you
don't know
know,
nothing.
these shows are unpredictable. I mean, the last time I did, or the first and last time I did readings, it was like asking a girl, like, "Hey, are you dating the devil?" And now I have the human pendulum. Okay.
Uh,
Are you
but you
dating?
never know. But
Are you dating the devil? This lovely lady wants one more question. It's always about love and money. Thank you, Kim.
will I get this together?
Food.
What?
Will I get this futon together tonight?
Well, what is the question that you?
Can I ask one more question about
Can I ask one more thing?
how he feels towards me for Hearts Love Joe and her love Jackson?
I kind of feel like I want to say to me, he seems kind of shy. And how does he feel towards you? It's kind of like he doesn't want to push it and make sure that he's taking things slow. And I feel like for some reason, they're telling me that he's unpredictable. So in other words, he's going to keep you off the edge of your feet because you're like, you never know what you're going to get one day. And then one day you're going to be like, who am I talking to? Is this the same person? You're going to get that kind of feeling like he's not the same person, but you're going to get different personalities. But I'm not saying anything or feel anything negative. I feel more positive, to be honest with you. So, yeah. I felt like he's attracted to you. He's just very taking things slow, and I'm being told that there could be some intimidation in the way, but I'm being told he's taking it very, very slow. So,
Hey,
yeah.
Chris, I got a question.
Oh my God, the one. Go ahead. Oh my goodness, go ahead.
Am
What's up?
I gonna go on a date in
Go
the
ahead.
next month? Will it be somebody I know
Honestly,
or somebody I don't know?
with everything going, I want to say probably with someone. I'm being told someone that you don't know. I don't know why I'm being told that, but that's what they're saying. Someone that you don't know. I don't know what that's about, but okay, that's what they're telling me.
Yeah.
Maybe you can confirm that with me later.
Well, everything's like
that with me
turtle
later.
speed. I travel at turtle speed. It's not turbo. It's turtle. Everything's turtle with me, and it's time that
wow.
goes turbo.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. So. Yep. So,
Well, thanks for that.
No.
Huh.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? I think we're just gonna wrap it up for tonight. Unless anybody's got a question. I think some people left.
If anybody got a question, just find me on. Yeah, just find me on Facebook. Chris Garcia. Of course, the information's on the screen. If you want to text me, you can reach me at that number 210-974-3470. Of course, you got the information on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, so if you want to follow me on there, you can. I do have TikTok, but it's just there just for videos. So if you want to find me on TikTok, just message me and I can give you the information you can add. So yeah. And thank you, Judy. So,
well, Joanne, before we go, help Joanne. And I do want to plug you again before we close the show.
Okay, well then you got to tell me what date, because there's people that are trying to get me in October. I'm not joking. It's weird.
Well, it would be in December.
What I was told, Jennifer. Okay, then I don't have nothing in December, so I'm good. What I was told to tell you is be on alert and protect yourself from your enemies. That's what I'm being told, and be careful on the unknown. And I would say, and I would say just to take things slow, and then I got great happiness is in your future, and if you ask, you shall receive. So whatever you're asking for, your prayers are being answered. So I would say just take things very slow and don't rush into making decisions, and just be on alert on anything that seems out of the ordinary is what they're telling me.
That's for Joanne?
That's what I was told to tell you.
That was for Joanne?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I really appreciate you being here tonight. And if anybody wants to contact Chris, he's at 210-974-3470. Yeah.
And they said she called me the human pendulum, so I don't
know.
She's crazy.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. But thanks for being here tonight. And I want to thank all our viewers and later our audio listeners for tuning in. And please, if you haven't subscribed to Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast with Julie on YouTube, please do that. And also find me on Facebook and all other social media. And thank you and good night.